Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start this lesson off by giving all the honor, praise, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Raha Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessing, and salutation to the hopeful elect that are out there diligently pushing His word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, so this here lesson is inspired by the elder brother, GMS Prisoners of Yahweh Shai, which is of the he is of the Great Millstone, Jackson, Mississippi camp. Okay, and he did a lesson of what appears to be a woman of a different nation. Okay, she might look like Ishmael. She looks somewhat of a maybe like an Arabian, Syrian, type of or Saudi Arabian type of outward appearance. But after watching the video and you seeing some of the clips that she's done, you can clearly see that she was a Jake. Okay, and this lesson it was inspired by that because about a week ago I had come across this video, the podcast of, you got a couple NBA players here, Isaiah Hardenstein, Jalen Brunson, and I'm not too sure what I think his last name is Hart. I can't remember his first name over there on the far right. But needless to say, I didn't know this, but Isaiah Hardenstein is actually a Jake. Okay, he's actually a Jake. Even though when you see him on the court, or even when you would see him, you would just to see him as a regular, out there in the, day to day, he would appear to be a so-called white man. He would look like an Edomite. Okay, but we know that this is something that's not of color, man. This is, you have to, judge a man by his spirit. Okay, and you can clearly identify that this man is an Israelite. Okay, so I'm gonna play this video, and then we're just gonna bring out some scriptures to back it up. So here we go.
Oh, that's great. No, that's great. Let's just jump right into it. Are you black?
I really wanted to cover that. I'm actually happy about this. Explain your blackness. Or level of blackness.
So my level of blackness, I mean, I put, it's like light skin. I'm bright skin.
Ooh. So like okay, above, bright skin. I like that.
I'm above.
My child's bright skin.
I'm above light skin. No, but yeah, my dad's black. Anytime people find out, y'all know Key and Peele, the show.
Yeah.
So like when Barack Obama going in, white man handshake different, black. Mm-hmm. When they find out I'm black.
You got the good handshake.
It changes. It's the whole vibe. The whole vibe changes. It goes from, hey, Zay, how you doing? Hey, yo, Zay, what up, man? You good? So the whole vibe changes.
They were giving you one of these before, the straight hand?
No, it's really like I think Hart did the same thing.
Yes.
He's like, oh,
it's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you.
I'm black. It changes. Like, oh, Zay.
Yeah, I heard you was black, but I found out he was black. I was like, yo, that's crazy.
No, but yeah, my dad is probably the same skin tone as y'all, but my mom's genes kind of took over with that.
So you hear that? So he said that his dad resembles, or his complexion resembles the other brothers that was sitting over on the right couch, Jalen Brunson and Hart, and yeah, man. So hey, this is quite common, man. Okay, this is quite common among Jake. So that's why you can't label, an Israelite, a Hebrew Israelite, based off of, calling it black, calling us black, because that's not what we are, all right? Something that's black is something that's void of light, void of understanding, darkness, all right? But when you have come to know who you are as a people, and knowing that you are a Hebrew Israelite, you have light, okay? Not necessarily to its, entirety, because you do, have people who know they're Israelites and are still in darkness, okay? So, don't take that and run with it. But having the understanding, okay, having the wisdom, having the knowledge of the scriptures, okay, brings forth light, okay? So we're not black Hebrew Israelites, all right? We are simply just Hebrew Israelites, okay? And as a part of the curses, all right, we have been scattered, okay? We were scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, okay? And naturally, Jake, men, we find all nationality, all women of different nationalities attractive, okay? There's some Moabite women, Ammonite women, some Ishmael, Elam, all right? So on and so forth, man. It's even some good looking Amalekite women, They rare, but they out there, you know what I'm saying? But the point of it is, Jake, wherever we have been scattered to, we intermingle with the women, okay? And when you pop a woman from a different nation and you put, you lay your seed in her, and you bring forth another a son, okay? And he grows up, and then he finds another woman of that same nation, okay, and plants his seed in that one, and then you keep doing that for generations, okay? The melanin, all right, the shades of brown start to fade away, okay? And as a result of that, you will end up looking like the nation in which we've been scattered to, okay? So you can't base this thing off of just mere appearance, all right? You really have to base it off of their spirit. And you can clearly, hear it, see it in this brother here, this man, okay? Isaiah Hardenstein, all right? Now that's Edomite, all right? But yeah, so let's go ahead and bring out some scriptures. Okay, let's start in the book of Deuteronomy, because you gotta, going back to the curses, all right? This is why this is the case, okay? Starting in Deuteronomy 28 and 25, and it says, Yahweh Shemel Shai shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies, and thou shalt go out one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them, and shall be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth. All right. So you see there that we have been removed into all the kingdoms of the earth. All right. Not just we didn't stay in Jerusalem. OK, yeah, we had people, we had few that stayed behind. OK, and they had to, they endured persecution. But a lot of Israelites fled persecution. OK, and went into, the western portions of Africa. OK, and then that's where we were taken by our captives, conquerors, and then they scattered us, man. OK, even during in 70 AD, at the fall, during the fall of Rome. All right. Not only did we all flee in Africa, but we fled in different directions. OK, out of Jerusalem, some north, OK, some east even. All right. So you can't, we're all over the place, man. You can't get rid of us. All right. And that's exactly what Esau is trying to do. All right. And that's why he is trying to, with the whole C-19 thing, he tried to get everybody juiced up. OK, because you can't just target a certain demographic. All right. And in modern days, black, Hispanic, Native American, white, or Caucasian. You can't do it like that no more, because we're in a time where, it's frowned upon. okay, and they'll get called out, and you know, then all hell will break loose, right? So they try to do it covertly, you know, discreetly, by just trying to juice everybody. And then that's the same way they're going to try to do with the MOTB. Okay. You can't just go after one demographic. They're going to have to go for all. All right. Because we are scattered amongst the nations. Some of us look like some of the nations in which we've been scattered to. Okay. You got, let me get Revelation chapter 7. This is Revelation chapter 7 and verse 9. And it reads, "After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands." Okay. "And cried with a loud voice, saying, Salvation to our power, which sitteth upon the throne, unto the Lamb." Okay. But, you know, hey, as it says there, of all nations and kindreds and peoples. Okay. So we're not going to just look like so-called Negroes. Okay. We're not going to look so-called African-American, just everybody in there, just, you know, dark skin. No, it's not how it's going to work, man. Okay. In the kingdom, you know, we're going to have our you know, our complexion, you know, we're going to be of different complexions, because in order to bring back, you know, the 2/3, all right, we're going to have concubines, man. We're going to have multiple wives. All right. We're going to have concubines of different nations. Okay. We're going to have wives of different tribes. All right. You're going to have, you can be from the tribe of Judah, and, you know, you could have a wife, you know, from, from Ephraim, you know, or from Simeon, okay, or Issachar, you know, complexions vary, all right. So you can't pinpoint how it's gonna be, you know, but you know we gonna be all different shades, man. That's the point that I'm trying to make, okay. We're gonna all have all different shades, even if we have concubines of different nations, you know, and we pop them, and then, you know, put our seed in it, you know, and then comes out an Israelite child. Okay. You know, you could have a you know, little, you know, Edomite concubine, you know, you bring forth a child, you know, and then the child look so-called mixed, you know, but hey, he's still an Israelite because of the man, you see. So let me get another one. Let me get the book of Isaiah chapter 11, around verse 10. Verse 10, it says, and in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for an ensign of all of the people. To it shall the Gentiles seek, and his rest shall be glorious. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, right? The remnant of his people, which are in different countries, different nations, not only here just in Babylon the Great, but in different nations. Okay. Recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the islands of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, okay, because they were outcasted, all right, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth, not just the four corners of Babylon, four corners of the earth, man, okay, further proving that we're going to look like every different nation, okay. Now, I was talking to a fellow coworker, and they were telling me, you know, they got a sister. They got multiple sisters, okay, but from, you know, one that's, you know, they all Jake because they all come from the same pops, you know, from the same dad. But you got one that lives in Japan, you know, and she looked like a dark Moabite or dark Ammonite, Salakia. She looked like a dark Ammonite, but she's Jake, you know, one that's like German. Okay. But once again, same seed, man. Same pops. Hey, she you know, she's a Jake. Even though she may look and she speaks German. It was another one, like Native American, and another one was Mexican, so-called, you know, from the tribe of Issachar, you know, Gad, you know, and just, you know, different, the mothers were of different nations, but they all shared the same father. And they all kind of found out about each other recently. You know, that was the interesting part of it. And they all going to meet up or whatever. But the point of it is, you know, it's Jake, man. We can sow our seed anywhere and bring forth an Israelite child. Okay. And they can look. They don't necessarily have to be dark skinned, man. All right. That's the point of I'm trying to make here. Let's get Acts chapter 2, and we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Acts chapter 2, and I'll start at verse 5. And there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men of every nation under heaven. Now when this was noised abroad, the multitude came together and were confounded, because that every man heard them speak in his own language. And they were all amazed and marveled, saying one to another, Behold, are not all these which speak Galileans? And how hear we every man in our own tongue, wherein we were born, Parthians and Medes and Elamites, and the dwellers in Mesopotamia, and in Judea, and in Cappadocia, and in Pontus, and in Asia, and in Phrygia, and Pamphylia, and Egypt, and in the parts of Libya about Cyrene, and strangers of Rome, Jews and proselytes, Cretes and Arabians. We do hear them speak in our own tongues the wonderful works of the Most High. You see? And this is the wonderful works of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, because we're everywhere, man. Okay? You know, the promise was that, you know, we to Abraham we were going to be as the sands of the sea. Let me just get that real quick. Here we go. Let's do this. Yeah, Genesis chapter 22 and verse 15. And the angel of the Lord called unto Abraham out of heaven the second time, and said, By myself have I sworn, saith the Lord, for because thou hast done this thing, and hast not withheld thy son, thine only son, that in blessing I will bless thee, and in multiplying I will multiply thy seed, as the stars of the heaven, and as the sand which is upon the seashore. And thy seed shall possess the gate of his enemies, and in thy seed shall all nations of the earth be blessed, because thou hast obeyed my voice. You see? And in thy seed shall all nations be blessed. Why is that? Because we are in every nation. Okay? We are in every nation. We bring salt to the earth, man. Okay? Without salt, this place would be bland. It's like food. You know, you put a little, Himalayan salt. Okay? Put a little salt over your food, and it enhances the flavor. We are the salt of the earth, man. Okay, so that's why every nation will be blessed, because we have the best minds, the most creative minds. Okay, we're the best dancers, the best chefs, the best artists. Okay, the best construction workers. We can work with our hands. Farmers, agricultures. When it comes to mathematics. We can sing. We can play instruments, man. The list goes on. What we have is limitless, man. And this is at our lowest estate, man. This is in our lowest form, our most, the lowest of how we can, the lowest we are. And we are still bringing life into this earth, man, into the world, because we are here and we are present, right? Imagine how much better things will be when we are at our greatest, okay? When we'll be in a position in which we'll never die. We'll never grow old. Our abilities and our gifts will increase and enhance at a level that we wouldn't be even able to explain it in these bodies, man. You know? So, you know, to tie it all in, man, you know, Jake, we're everywhere, okay? Jake is everywhere, and it doesn't matter how you look. It's whether or not your spirit, for one, your spirit bears witness with this truth, okay, to allow us to know and identify who may be of the hopeful elect. But you could also tell who an Israelite is based off of their spirit and what they bring into the world, man. You know, how you can get a vibe about someone, you know, pick their brain, see where their head is at, even. You know, I've had conversations with what appears to be a so-called white man, and then you have conversation and you talking to him, and he may not even sound like he got a little hood in him. He don't even talk like he would if you was just talking to another brother. No. But just based off of maybe his response, okay, or how he views things, or something along that same plane, you can kind of see if that if that man is a Jake. You can tell. You know what I'm saying? So, once again, man, all right, there is no such thing as a black Hebrew Israelite. And with that, I want to give honor, praise, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Raha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And until next time, Shalom.